Switch to Google Fi Wireless and get Simply Unlimited. Our most affordable unlimited plan includes...
Like, back in the day, my grandma used to receive roses off of nothing. Now, I have to ask for them shits. I'm not...
That's not funny.
I'm not
So you're
laying
saying chivalry
down
is
no... Yes, I'm
Okay.
not doing that.
Who killed
Who killed
chivalry?
it?
Who killed it?
Yeah.
Who killed it?
No.
No,
I
women.
don't...
Women kill chivalry.
How?
Because women
Wait, I saw a video like
punish
this.
nice guys.
Yep.
Women punish...
Nice guys. Yeah.
100% true.
Yeah.
They're not lying though. It is true. Like this day and age, like not all of us are like that, but there's a lot of women that
You
are
are,
like,
though.
men ain't shit. Men ain't shit.
Nigga.
You know, let's take their money. Let's do this. Let's do that. So a lot of
Period.
men just feel like, you know, why would I do
mean,
that? And
we
it shouldn't be like that. You know, we're not all like that.
No,
but-
chivalry, no, that's not dead. Back then, you see one pretty woman, you get married to her when you're young, and that's what you do. Nowadays, you guys are scrolling through Instagram, you're seeing a million OnlyFans models, people out and about.
Yeah,
of
but-
course, you're not gonna
It's a
settle.
different
You're not gonna. It's different. Of course, you're not just gonna settle down.
Yeah, but who's
with one
doing that
person because
though?
the grass looks greener everywhere else now.
Yeah,
No,
but-
I mean, I get...
It's a different age.
So you think Instagram is the reason why men aren't gentlemen anymore?
No, I don't
Yes.
think so.
I think
Social
phones,
media,
social media. I
100%.
think. I don't.
Who
I
do you
mean,
think-
I
who do
think
you
it's
think-
both sides partly.
I think it's a
social
lot-
Women
media-
are women are
Who do you
responsible
think
for
social media is poison more, men or women?
Women.
Women. Of course, 100%.
I'm asking her.
Probably women. Probably
Okay.
women.
So what's your
Just-
argument then?
I
About
think-
social media and Instagram. It's really the women that are ones that control the sexual marketplace, and social media has amplified that. It's the women that think the grass greener on the other side.
Yeah.
Y'all killed it, not us.
Chivalry is dead and women killed it, not men. Because why would a guy... You guys got to understand, men are deductive problem solvers, right? Everything you guys see in this room was built by a man. Men look at a problem. Okay, let me try to figure this out. Men quickly realize, okay, I want sex. How do I get sex? Woman has sex. What do I have to do to get sex from woman? Well, I'm going to give her flowers to be a nice guy. Gets friend zoned. Gets stood up on dates. Get flaked on. Fuck, this doesn't work. How do I get girls? Oh, I need to be a fucking asshole. So, what do men do? They adopt the bad boy image, being an asshole, to go ahead and get girls, because women respect men that don't necessarily give them the same level of respect. Nice guys
true.
finish last, and it's been a saying for decades, for a reason, because women don't know how to behave when a guy's a gentleman off rip.
That's old.
Women who have daddy issues
Exactly.
will only tolerate that behavior.
Tolerate what behavior?
Just to be clear,
Tolerate
Bad boy
which behavior?
behavior.
bad boy behavior. Women
Yeah,
who
I don't
are
tolerate that shit.
100%
Bug boys
secure
are
with
a negative
themselves
to
and
come
have.
correctly.
I disagree.
Yeah.
So you think that a woman who comes from a nuclear family who has had a very strong father figure in her life is going to go after an asshole?
Women are attracted to guys that exhibit Machiavellian traits that aren't necessarily aren't always.
Well, younger women
Well, that's
between
their-
the
okay,
between the
that's
ages of
what men
21
want,
and
If
though.
they come
29.
from a
That's what men want, though.
dysfunctional family,
The
they
average
come-
80% of American U.S. families have an age difference of 2.3
Why do
years
men-
in marriages. So that is
Like, I
that
get it,
is-
you're saying maybe girls that like know their values or whatever, but when do girls typically realize their value, whatever? It's when they're older. Men
Yeah,
want
older.
younger, more attractive, more fertile women, and these women tend to look for traits that are more...
Did you just
you know,
Did you just
Machiavellian.
hear the statistic I just said? So
What?
80% of marriages, the
Yeah.
average age gap is 2.3 years. The only 8% of marriages have an age gap of 10 years or more. So if that was true, then men would be all going after 23-year-olds. Back to my original point, men want more than just the poo-tang. They want to have conversation. I did a poll one time on my Instagram. Asked them, what would you prefer? 32-year-old who you can have a conversation with, or a 23-year-old who you just want to bang? Guess what? 90% of them said I'd take the 32-year-old any day. So I like what?
Being honest.
No, 100%. No, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Like you guys are, but I'm telling you,
I
agree.
No, I agree.
men.
I agree.
No, but what is most of your Instagram, like your posts? What's most of your posts on Instagram?
I talk about dating and relationships, men and women.
And then do you have like a favorable side or no?
No, I'm split down the middle.
Okay.
the cap. That's a bit of a... So what is your... I'm trying to understand what is the argument here specifically.
We were talking about, you were saying that guys just want younger, fertile women, and women.
Men are more attracted to younger women, yes.
But you were saying that women only realize their value as they get older.
No, I mean, as in, what you're saying, no, you're saying that women, right, are, that basically you're saying, like, women like these bad boys or whatever, you're saying that's not true. And I'm saying, no,
I was
it's
saying
true.
if they have a strong foundation,
Right.
if they and they come from a nuclear family and they have a very strong father figure in their life, and they have they're not just going after the bad boy.
That might mitigate it a bit, but they're still attracted to these things.
We're
The
in
lost
Miami.
ones, yes.
We're in Miami.
Like women are still attracted to men that have status, that have money, that have Machiavellian traits where they're not necessarily being a nice guy. My argument is chivalry is dead and women killed it. You're saying that women appreciate chivalry if they come from a nuclear family. I'm saying, yeah, that might mitigate it a bit, but even women that come from a two-parent household are still attracted to men that have certain traits that are bad boy tendencies. Even if they come from a nuclear family. That's my argument.
And all I was saying was that's typically younger women, because as women get older, they realize they don't want to be with the assholes anymore because the assholes typically cheat on them and typically treat them like crap.
And we're telling you, for the most part, men would prefer younger women.
Yeah. In response to that.
No, they may not marry them, but they prefer them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exactly the point.
Yeah.
So they'll sleep with them,
Yeah, 100%.
and they'll use them, and they'll get rid of them, and then date and then marry the 32-year-old. Is that right?
I mean, ideally, though, if it goes well, they want to marry them, but, you know.
Well, she's talking about like the average guy,
Yeah.
right? If you gave a dude, right,
The option. Honestly,
hey, pick one.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah,
honestly.
It's like, what would you want? They're always going to want the younger, more attractive girl, but unfortunately, not every guy has the ability and or the sexual market value to command that, or the skill set. Because dealing with younger, more attractive girls that want these bad boys, you have to have some level of game and understanding of female nature, because they're going to test you more than an older girl will, because an older woman, quite frankly, has less value. In the dating
100% true.
You don't necessarily have to be a bad boy to attract a younger woman.
We're not saying every single time, but bad boy characteristics make you more attractive to a majority
so
of
what
women.
are those traits, though? What are those traits?
I think
What does that mean?
For one, be dominant. Like a man that's like a bad boy, does whatever he wants. He doesn't really care too much about what a girl wants.
Yeah.
So he's taking lead in that sense.
Yeah,
Those
lead.
traits, being dominant, are going to lead a woman to success.
Honestly, behaving like a woman, being narcissistic, being selfish to a degree, leading the interactions, being dominant, like all these things make you way more attractive as a guy, which is exactly what nice guys don't do.
Yeah.
That sounds so
Do
healthy.
you think every woman is a narcissist?
Women are attracted to men that
Yes.
are assholes.
It depends
you
on
say
what
yes?
the woman is looking
Yes?
for in a man.
yes?
Because at the end of the day, there's some women that look for a lot of feminine traits in men as well.
Yes.
Because a lot of men are naturally emit masculine traits. So a lot of women sometimes look for men in men that are feminine traits as
What?
well. That attract a woman way more
What
in
is
this
wrong?
day and age.
No.
Technically.
You think every woman is a
Wrong.
narcissist?
Not a lot of women like the bad boy shit anymore.
Yeah,
That shit's so
it's
played out
it's
already.
lame.
Who's it?
I asked and you said yes.
A woman that's
Maybe
from
you're-
this day and age is saying that bad boy shit's already played
Stop,
out.
man, stop. Girls like guys that are bad boys. Like, if you're gonna sit here and say, "Wait, that's
I'm
my
a girl."
girl,"
Why
like,
are you gonna tell me
It
what I'm
depends
a
what kind of girl.
you
Not
gonna
all
tell me
girls.
what
I'm a young girl and I don't like that. So
If you don't text me
That's
back,
cap.
I'm a
after
young
a
girl and I don't
whole
like
day,
it.
That's
annoying
cap.
about you guys over.
Look, just because you found Jesus right now doesn't mean that you didn't fuck with bad boys prior to this.
yeah,
Or, you know,
in high school, yeah. So I was not, of course. But once you get older, you study, you realize your worth, you understand that they need to have both.
That's what he's
balance.
saying.
Why
You
would I want a
understand?
girl who's been ran through when she was younger?
You said what?
Why would I want a girl who was ran through in high school when she's older?
Who said I was
So who
random?
killed romance then? Women are men. You guys, because you're running through everybody.
No, it's the women that killed the romance. Because you guys gotta understand that women kill chivalry,
that's
women
what y'all
kill
gave
romance.
us.
No. Women kill-
Can we get it back?
Okay, look.
It's both parties.
I'm
that
gonna
women-
explain
it's not
this.
just women.
I'm gonna no.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you be quiet for 2 seconds and
Yes.
listen? Because I'm gonna
Yes.
explain how
Go
women
ahead,
kill
Papi.
romance and chivalry.
All right, let's do it.
What did I say before? Men are deductive problem solvers. Men realize that for me to get sex with attractive girls,
You have to act
I
a
must
certain way.
display certain characteristics and tendencies that might not put the girl first, i.e. be a fucking bad boy. Because women control who fucks, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
crime. Okay? So
Right.
since women controls who fucks, men need to adapt to what women are attracted to and most importantly aroused by. So being an asshole will get you more sex. So why do men that fuck a lot of girls have certain similar tendencies? Dan Bilzerian, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, all these guys that had a bunch of women, us, whatever it may be, they have certain asshole Machiavellian traits because women are attracted to this. And a lot of guys that want to get girls have to emulate these traits to a degree. So women are the ones that created the death of romance and chivalry because you guys are the ones that picked that fuck. Men are only going to adapt to what women provide.
But that's old though. This is
Men are only gonna
2023.
adapt to the type of women that they're around.
You don't mind 2023.
Yeah, oh, like it's not like you guys know about Gen
Hold on,
Z.
stop real quick. That's your explanation? It's old? Who else
Yeah,
has
it's
okay.
old,
Who
like-
else has something responsive? You guys can
You
rebut
say-
what I just said
You say men will fuck anything, right? They'll fuck anything.
to a degree.
So if any
Yes.
man, if I'm walking down the block and 10 guys looking at me trying to call me, of course I'm not going to be interested in any of those guys that are catcalling me. So of course you saying bad boy, the guy who doesn't care, who doesn't look at you, who doesn't give a fuck. Someone will be like, oh, well, all these guys are looking at me, but this one guy won't. I'm into that.
There you
But
go.
it's-
All right.
No,
Does
I-
anyone else want to rebut what I just said?
He's talking about his point.
And wait, remote means argue, right?
Yes.
No, I'm not arguing.
But I'm
Okay.
saying, where am I in? This isn't,
Because
it's not
the
like that
argument,
everywhere.
the argument is simply that women killed romance and chivalry from their sexual selections.
He's right.
Myron, I
That's
have
what
a
I'm
question
arguing.
for
I'm
you.
saying women killed it, and I just explained it to you that men are deductive problem solvers, and they will do what they need to do to get laid, which means being an asshole or a bad boy to do so. Does anyone have a rebuttal for that specifically?
No, but can I ask a question? Do you think that we can get chivalry back?
Nah, nigga, that's
Probably
enough.
not. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. In order to get chivalry back, women are going to have to regress in feminism, and they're not doing that.
They won't do it.
They're not doing that. Women
No.
want to have their independence, their ability to earn, their ability to be independent and single, whatever it may be. That's cool. But you cannot have the strength of feminism simultaneously while chivalry is being practiced, because chivalry in itself goes against equality, which is what feminism preaches. Chivalry is preferential treatment to a woman because she's a woman, which battles against feminism, because feminism fights for equality.
Well, what are we supposed to do then?
So with the OnlyFans, is it too late?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just that one in a million
Fuck.
guy.
Told you, that's the only
That
plan.
will.
Did anyone else have something on that past arc? Go ahead.
I see your analogy as flawed because, I mean, you're saying you're giving this bad boy aspect because of rejection. That's the origin of it all. You're because if you're rejected, you're gonna be
Yes, you're adapting to the situation.
women. Like, it's not like we're begging. Don't open the door for me. Don't purchase this meal. Don't do this. It's not like we're begging for it. Yeah, there's different women who are more masculine, more negative towards your eyes. However, you can't generalize all of us because of rejection.
The world works on generalities. If I tell you that you have a 80% failure rate being a nice guy, most guys are going to say, damn, fuck that, I'm going to be an asshole. Of course, there's a minority of women that will appreciate flowers on a first date, or you being a gentleman, being nice, and being a pushover. Some girls might appreciate that, but most
That was my point.
won't. So since most
Most
won't,
females
what do men
don't
have to do? They have to go off of the
appreciate
probability
those
and not the
right
possibility.
off the
You made a
bat.
lot of
And that's
arguments
the
for the
expense that
possibility.
you have to
I'm
work
telling you, I'm
for.
going off of probabilities. If I want to increase my
And then if you're
likelihood
doing multiple
of getting
dates,
laid,
that adds
I must
up.
adapt and become a
Why
bad boy,
buy
because that's
something
what
for somebody
most
who
women
doesn't even
favorably respond
appreciate
to sexually.
what you're doing? Makes
Hold
no
on, let
sense.
her. You have anything for that?
It goes both ways. I mean,
How does it go both ways?
with chivalry, I mean, as well. Like, you can't. You gotta respect to be respected. You can't just plainly go off generalizations. You go on a date with a woman who does appreciate it, but you turn out to be a dick. How does that make you look? Naturally, she's gonna reject you if you're a nice guy or a bad guy. I mean, it just depends if you connect with the person. That's just how.
Well, fresh.
That's what he's saying, though.
We're-
He's saying that not everybody.
We are not saying to be mean to women. We're saying, for example, the traits of an asshole, so to speak, are dominant. They lead things firsthand, and they don't give a fuck what women think off rip. However, if she deserves that gentleman-like behavior, then she'll get it. But it has to be earned.
But it can't be in an abundance either.
Yeah, it has to be earned.
But what I mean, I don't understand what you're trying to. What are you arguing here?
I mean, like, I believe.
Why is there a saying nice guys finish last, and it's lasted for decades?
I mean, like, it depends on the guy. If you're a creepo, we're gonna reject you. But
But
it just.
But a lot of these creeps are nice guys. Is my point.
But fresh Myron, have these girls ever had a one night stand before? Like, tell me, who has not have a one night stand before? But has not? So that, what? That's 3 out of what 10 girls? So yeah, so girls actually reward guys who actually has their shit together on the first night. So why would guys want to, wait
Chris,
longer?
shut up, man. Shut up, bro.
Oh, there you go.
So anyway,
Not
does
to
that
shut
make
up.
sense?
Yeah, I can't deny that.
That the jerks in general get more women. It's just how it is.
That's
Not true.
No.
That's old?
In that aspect. no.
Oh,
I would
It
argue.
depends on the woman. Because
Hold on,
women can be
Stop,
stupid
stop,
as
stop,
hell.
stop. I would argue it's even more pronounced in today's day and age.
Not at all.
Yes,
not at all.
Correct. No, he's
Not
right.
at all. I think
He's
he's
right though,
I think
because
he's
a lot of women.
All right,
He's right.
look.
It depends on the type of woman that you are.
Look,
And a lot of women, a lot of women are
that you are, the type of woman
This is what I
that you
mean.
are.
Stop. This is what I mean when I say women lack critical thinking skills. Let me explain why you're 100% wrong.
Ooh.
The reason why you're wrong is because we have social media, we have dating apps, we have the internet. Do women have more options now or 50 years ago?
Both. It's
Yeah.
both parties. They
Both
both
parties have more options now than 50 years ago.
Okay, stop. And I'm going to explain to you why you're wrong about that.
See,
here in a
me
second.
personally.
Do women have more options now or 50 years ago?
Both parties
Both.
have more
I think 50. I think 50.
Realistically
Both parties.
speaking, who
Both
has more
parties.
options, men or women?
Right now?
Both.
Both parties.
Right now, I think probably men because they're women kind of. I don't know.
Both.
Okay, look.
In
look.
discussions of what
Both.
sex
If
or
we're gonna
sex or
have, stop,
relationship.
look.
The technology is both.
Stop,
Girls,
stop.
girls.
If we're gonna have a logically sound conversation that
We
isn't
are.
low IQ, we have to understand that men don't have nearly as many options as women, period. Whether it was 1950 or now. Most women, okay, find most men is unattractive. That's a fact. It's been proven on dating apps, it's been proven all over the place. There's a reason why she's a dating coach and probably most of her clients are men. There's a reason why we got 12,000 plus people watching here on YouTube. Women don't have issues with attracting men. Men have a lot of issues with attracting women. Can we agree on that?
No,
Yeah.
no, because
Yeah,
if you're
I know.
if you're an unattractive female,
There's
your
reasons.
your
No, I mean-
options are a lot
There's
more
a reason.
limited.
That's
not true.
There's a reason to that. There's a reason.
Tinder, plenty of fish.
disagree.
Bumble, there are plenty of.
Yeah.
No, I
right,
could- and-
exactly for guys.
And the
so-
men said earlier how much percent that men are literally willing to fuck anything. How like a huge percent.
They've done studies on this where they've literally taken a woman that's fat, obese, unattractive, and put her Tinder profile up and then put a man's Tinder profile up that's in the top
They
1% of
will.
looks. The woman had 4 to 5 times as many matches as that man, and that woman was absolutely deplorable looking. So that's not even a point of argument. A very attractive man has less pull than an average girl, even a below average girl.
What's wrong with that?
Period.
I'm
Is it just
saying all that.
statistics,
I'm
or-
saying all that to establish the foundation of what me and you were talking about earlier when I said women have more options than men. Now, going back to what I was saying, since women have more options than men, that lets them be more picky, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so if you're more picky, that means that you're going to select a man that's better because you have more options, correct?
No, it's because what you said earlier. We have to carry a baby. It's gestation, and you know that. Come on, Myron. I've watched your show before.
Well,
I
then
know
you should
that.
You should know then that if you watch the show, that women look for men that have a bunch of different traits: tall,
So does
money,
men,
social
though.
status, security, strength.
Because
all
we are
these things.
carrying your baby. You don't.
That does not refute my point that women have more
I'm
options than
creating
men
a
do.
human with you.
If anything, that increases the chances of them being more selective.
Well, duh.
That's
It's
not
evolutionary
arguing.
psychology.
Okay,
Like,
well,
what
that's-
point
well,
are you making?
Well, if you would stop interrupting, I'd be able to do so.
She's just having a conversation.
My whole point is that chivalry is dead because women have more options than they've ever had before, thanks to the internet, dating apps, etc. So therefore, why is a girl going to sit
Myron
there and take
Owen.
roses from the nice guy when she has a bad boy NBA player sliding in her DMs if she's attractive enough?
Depends on the
Women
girl.
have more options. Yo, shut the fuck up.
It
Everybody
depends
shut
on
the
the
fuck up.
girl.
If I'm talking, shut up until I make my point. The reason why you guys keep
Myron
interrupting
Owen.
with asinine comments is you don't let me finish
You're
and
the
say
one
what the
who's
fuck I'm
getting
saying.
triggered right now. You told us to not get
Be
triggered.
quiet. Be quiet.
Okay.
Because you guys have been interrupting the entire time. And then you ask me stupid questions, which I'm about to answer,
Stupid
but I
questions.
can't.
Yo.
It's not stupid questions,
I think she got it.
but I got you.
You think that's funny?
What?
When you talk, we don't mess you up.
No, it's not funny. But I don't like
think it's funny,
being.
though?
I don't like someone saying "shut the fuck up."
Because you've been interrupting several times.
Then
I've
my-
counted it. It's been over 5. As I've been trying to make
then
this
my
one point.
bad.
I
My
mean,
bad.
he told me, and I work her, so
Then my
relax,
bad.
relax.
So
Shut
if
the
I'm
fuck up.
making a point, be quiet.
There you
It's
go.
not Chris because I know he told me
Quiet,
so.
shit,
Shut
that's
up.
fine.
But see, here's the thing though. When you keep doing it,
My bad.
I have to let you know, hey, shut up.
That's fine. You can say shut up.
Okay then.
Shut up.
Anyway, so what I was saying was, the whole point, just to bring this back so this all makes sense. I'm saying chivalry
Y'all
is
play
dead.
too much.
Romance is dead. Women killed it. Okay? My argument for that is because Instagram, online dating apps, etc. Women have more options than ever before. So since women have more options, they could be more selective. Since they're more selective, they're going to screen harder for men that meet certain metrics. Since women have more options. So therefore, nice guys didn't have a chance before. Now they have even less of a chance because women have options that extend states. A girl that's in LA can get a DM from a dude in New York if her Instagram profile is good enough and get flown out within a couple of days. Women have more options now. So therefore, why the fuck is a girl that's hot, that's in the middle of Topeka, Kansas, going to tolerate a guy locally next to her, giving her some flowers, saying, oh, you're so beautiful, when she can go ahead and get flown out by another guy? So if anything, today with internet and modern day society, it's made women even less appreciative of chivalrous and nice guys.
Correct.
That's my argument. Now I'm turning to y'all.
The thing is, the internet is way more desperate now. So the thing is, men are more desperate.
But he's not saying that everybody's like that.
My point is that he's saying chivalry is dead. The thing is, men have become more desperate in this day and age, which is why women become way more or less. It's way more easier to select a man because men are more, it's so easy to jump on any woman, on anything that they can.
That doesn't
now in this
refute my
day and age,
argument.
especially on internet dating apps, because 9 times out of 10, because the thing is, a lot of men do catfishing. A lot of men pretend to be something that they're not. So at the end of the day,
how does that refute my argument?
What's your point?
How does that
I love
refute
you,
my
but
argument?
it doesn't. And we all, as women, want to say that that's not what's true, but it is.
It is, because the thing is, like, when you get something constantly, you get used to it.
You don't appreciate it. Thank
You don't want the
You know,
nerd. You don't want the
even
nerd
if
next
we-
door that's
you know,
being nice to us and trying to take us out because he's freaking ugly, but we want the fucking guy that's
All
trying
right,
to
look,
take us
I get
out.
that you guys agree.
No.
I'm going to turn this to girls that disagree.
I disagree.
Hold on, okay.
Sorry.
What did I say that was incorrect there? Because the whole point is women kill chivalry and romance, and I explained why. Go ahead.
Like, what are you asking me?
Yeah,
They
gotcha.
killed it.
Stupid. So
They killed it because
I'm giving you the opportunity now to respond to what I said.
it's both parties. Both parties killed it. It's like y'all both contributed to the same thing because y'all both hurt, y'all both lost. It starts from the family foundation. Like, if your family is dysfunctional, you're gonna naturally want toxic stuff.
I'm not talking about the why. I'm telling you what is. Can you refute what I just said about why chivalry is dead?
Why?
And
it's
women killed it. That's my stance.
It's both parties. It's both parties.
But who was the larger
They-
contributor to the death of chivalry and romance? Men or women? I said it's women, and I gave an argument for why.
Yeah.
Can you refute that?
It's both parties because men hurt that woman and now she turned into a player and now she playing everybody. Now she hurting the good boy and the good boy is hurting others. It's like a chain that goes, you know? So it's both parties.
Okay, you said she got hurt.
Yeah.
Who hurt her?
Bad boy, right?
Who picked the bad boy?
She didn't know probably. You know, she
Well, who picked him?
Who picked
she
it?
did because she didn't have a good foundation in her
She
family.
picked the bad boy.
Because she didn't have a good foundation in her
Oh,
family.
did I not say that women pick who fucks?
She
Okay.
didn't have a
Are
good
you?
foundation in her
Stop.
family.
Did I not say that?
Yeah, that's cool because she didn't know who she was. You know?
But they're still picking.
Right, but they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? If they're not continue being lost.
But
in
at that
path.
time, it's too
My
late.
argument is that women killed romance and chivalry, and you just proved it again in your statement.
It's not just women.
Have you ever
Both
lied or
parties.
manipulated to get laid?
Yeah.
Have you ever lied or manipulated?
Yes.
Every single guy's done that.
Yes.
Okay, so there's no onus on the man for doing that.
Again, what did I say before? Men are deductive problem solvers, correct?
No.
So if men want to get laid, they realize that being honest with women, being a nice guy, doesn't work.
Yeah, it
so
don't
how
work
do
at
they
all.
adapt?
And
lying
then-
and manipulating.
And then women who are these beautiful young ladies' age realize and start to put together the patterns and the pieces that, oh, wait a minute, he is being an asshole. He is manipulating me.
Right.
He is
There you go.
not a good guy. And then they wake up
They wake up.
and go, oh,
That's not the.
I know that
that's not
pattern. I know that
How
gaslighting
long does it
pattern.
take, though?
I know that Machiavellian
Years.
pattern.
it. Nah, 1 year.
Not true.
So hold on. Whose fault is it though?
Yeah, whose
If
fault?
she's choosing, then, for example,
Okay, I
No,
love you
no,
guys, but this is the
hold on.
part that like
The-
drives me
no.
crazy about your show.
Choose a choice.
Is the black and white thinking and the blaming. It doesn't do
Because
anything.
that's the point,
It's
though.
general.
It's not
It's
supposed to be
very
looking
general.
at a
It's
woman.
like, why don't you guys make unity? Why don't you guys make it
Okay,
understand
that's not
that
the
it's
point of
both
the show.
parties that's
Do it too
contributing
bad.
to it? I get it that you're trying to bash women. I understand that. That's
That's
like
not
that's
true,
the
though.
main
No,
that's the
How do
main
we
thing.
bash women?
But it is true though, because
No,
he's
it's not.
focusing on women though.
Yeah, because
It's
you
true that
because
he's
you're not
focusing
married.
on women.
actually, we're hard
It's
on
both
men.
parties
We're
that's
hard on men.
contributing to
Actually,
it.
The
no.
point
We're
is
hard on
that
men.
they're trying to
Pause.
look at it from a realistic point of view. As me, I'm a woman's woman. I agree with everything, but I also agree with what they're saying. You have to look at it as at a realistic point of view of how things are real, not as a woman's woman and how we see things. Because you guys are all right, but they're also right. You have to look at it.
Wait, what?
I didn't say they're wrong.
Okay.
I didn't say that. I said
But
they're
you're trying to say
contributing. I
they're
said
not
both
bashing
parties
women,
are
though.
contributing. I said both parties are contributing. You didn't listen.
No, man.
I'm listening. I'm just saying they're not
Yeah.
bashing women,
The
though.
women control
Well, it sounded
who
like it.
fucks. If you control something, that means you have authority and, most
It's
importantly,
crazy, like, as soon as
responsibility.
you say something that
Correct?
a woman don't like,
So
it's bashed
therefore,
on
if
women.
women
That's
are the
crazy.
ones that have the authority over who fucks, with authority comes responsibility. You're trying to take accountability from the girl saying, well, they got manipulated and the guy lied. The guy lied and manipulated in direct response to how women mate select. which is what? The bad boy brings it all full circle.
Women mate select based off of competencies.
A lot of men show sociopathic tendencies.
Exactly.
So that contributes a lot to the way the man portrays himself. So the women are obviously gonna fall for the way that the man
this is the
portrays
biggest
himself.
help I've ever seen
That's
in my life.
my
The women not
problem.
taking accountability for
I'm not
themselves.
thinking that the women aren't taking accountability because a woman will fall for whatever the fuck she wants to feel like falling for, but at the same time, the man knows better. Because at the end of the day, the women were shown to cook and clean and be in the kitchen and shut the fuck up.
Why so loud?
That's my point. I'm so
Because
sorry
she
about
has
that.
something to say.
I'm sorry.
So-
I'll go on my tongue.
all you guys have been doing is
Okay.
making excuses and not taking
No
accountability.
one's making excuses, but my thing is, at the end of the day, you're trying to prove man is right, man is right, woman
That's
is
what
wrong.
you're being,
At the
and
end
I'm
of the
not
day,
buying it.
you're gonna prove man is right. I'm gonna show equality.
Equality. There
That's
you go.
it.
What did I
At this
when did I
day and
ever
age,
say?
it's
Hold on.
2023.
Because
Honestly,
yo,
you
hold on a
gotta-
second. Stop.
Okay,
How did I say man is right?
My point is, you're saying, you literally said your words yourself, women are wrong. Women are at fault. Women are horrible people. You said it with your
said
own
that?
words. You said that.
No, you didn't.
Not you. You
Never
said
said
that.
that.
No.
In other words, the thing is, it's context. It's context and the way that I'm trying to say.
Lizzo.
Go ahead.
When did you say that? Please tell me.
When did I say man wrong, woman, man
Like I
right,
said,
woman wrong?
it's context.
Listen.
Anyone can read between the context.
No. When did you say that?
Like I said,
In
it's
words.
context.
When did you say it?
Like I said, it's context.
So you're lying then, you're lying.
Context. I'm not lying. It's
You are lying.
context. If you use
You-
psychologically
you lied to
and you
all these
read
people
between
here.
the lines,
Oh,
it's context.
you lied.
If you're intelligent, you can read between the lines. You can read context. That's my point. But women, the thing is, you're trying to point fingers. My point is, you're trying to point fingers and blame women that they're wrong for chivalry that is dead. How are we going to show chivalry?
Stop. Yo, look, this ain't your show, number one.
You see?
Number two, do you even know what we're debating right now?
I'm well aware of what we're debating.
Well,
You said
explain-
chivalry.
tell me
You
what-
said the women are the fault of why chivalry is dead.
Yes.
The thing is, chivalry is dead because women in this day and age act like bitches. They act like women. Why can't we this? Why can't we this? Why can't we that? They want to act
So you're
like the
blaming
women
women
in
for
this
it.
day and age. I'm not blaming women in this day and age. My point
You're
is,
shitting women? You're a woman
like I
hater?
said,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
like I said,
Yeah,
you're
wow.
just like
Yeah, wow.
This is degree in psychology, so you're not schooling or fooling anyone. Like I said, at this day and age, I'm not disrespecting, and when you guys tell me to lower my tone, I lower my tone. And when you tell me when you guys tell me to be quiet, I be quiet. I don't talk over anybody, and
Go
nor
ahead,
do
make
I
your point.
disrespect
Who's
anybody.
more responsible for
Like
the
I
death of
said.
romance and chivalry?
Like I said, the thing is, romance in this day and age is ruined because of social media. It doesn't have to do
women
with a
control
specific
social
person.
media.
It has to do
Who has
with a
social
certain
media
platform.
negatively impacted more?
The thing is, social media has negatively impacted people. People
But
in
who
general.
has it affected more negatively when it comes to dating?
People.
People. If you have to
People.
pick one of the two genders of people.
It's not about that because at this day.
See, you don't want to have that discussion.
Yeah.
If you want to sit here
I
and virtue
never
signal
said- I never
and
said
say
I didn't
people
wanna have that
and
discussion.
not make actual
The thing
real
is, you're
conclusions.
trying to point a finger and blame somebody. I'm not trying to blame anybody because what good does it do to blame one
You wanna
gender?
be in the
Because
middle.
everyone has their
You wanna
own.
be in the middle.
Everyone has their own opinion. Your opinion is biased, just like my opinion is biased.
I gave
you believe
a
what you believe,
logically
and I
sound
believe what I
reason.
believe.
Hold on. The difference between me and you is I gave a very logically sound reason based on
Okay.
numbers and data. Why
To you.
chivalry and romance is dead, and I'm
To you.
arguing that women are the ones that killed it because women are the ones
To you.
that pick your
That's
shut
an
up
opinion.
while I'm talking.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, but don't tell her to shut up.
I don't
should-
care. I don't
no,
care.
no,
And
look,
I'm
look,
on their show.
look.
I'm on their show at the end of the day, so I don't really
I
care.
don't know
Go ahead.
what you guys think this is, but this is our platform, our podcast.
But
You
you're
guys are
using
here as
women,
guests.
though. You're using women to talk about your platform.
I'm sorry. You're right. I don't care. It's their platform. I don't
So
care.
if I'm saying something, I'm not speaking. I'm not going to sit here and you talking over me.
Of course.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm the host. I'm moderating it.
Yes.
You're here as a guest.
Yes.
Understand your role and your position. Respect the platform.
Yes.
Your little side comments. You need to stop. This is now the second time I've warned you about it. Okay?
can warn
Because
me a
once
third
again, when I do give you a chance to say your piece, you don't say anything. You don't make any real arguments or no real points or anything. You're just arguing to argue. Which is fine if you want to argue in bad faith, but just understand that makes you look fairly foolish. All right? Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It does. I'm just being honest with you. It does.
Yeah.
Because you've not actually been able to refute the entire argument, which I'm saying men and women, right? Chivalry is dead, and romance is dead because women killed it.
I'm not gonna accept that though.
That's fine.
You don't have to accept the truth.
Right. So that's not the truth though. That's your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's your opinion.
Yeah, Myron.
And I'm saying that from a respectfully point of view, like literally.
I literally just outlined
That's your
why
opinion.
romance and chivalry is dead,
I
and I
get you,
did
and
it
I told you it's from the
with
family. It
numbers.
starts from
This game,
That's crazy.
you're not ready for it.
Absolutely the fuck not, but I don't know this girl, maybe.
That's crazy. Like, four months ago, I was still working there. Yep.
the woman has to like the guy more than the guy likes the woman. And the reason for that is because it's a multivariate analysis. But the reason why is because women have more options now than ever before.
Michael Black.
So the only way that you're going to keep a woman loyal to you and want to be with you and not look the other way for another guy is she has to be constantly chasing your validation, not the other way around. And I think this is even more important in 2023 with the emergence of dating apps, social media, etc. Women have so many options, so many distractions, so many opportunities given to them by men all the time that if she's not chasing your validation, she's going to be chasing someone else's validation. And that's the worst thing that can happen to you as a guy. You never want to be first place, because what I've realized is that women can't serve two masters. They have to be with, they're going to give their all to the best guy that they like. You know what I mean? When if most women want to be with just one guy that checks all the boxes, you need to be that guy. So that's why I heavily believe that women need to like the guy more than the guy likes her. Because when a woman likes the guy more, she's satisfied. She's like, this is the best man that I can get. She's in her feminine. She's happy. She's more submissive. She won't do any, BS and embarrass herself in the guy. But when it's the other way around and the guy pedestalizes the woman starts to think she's better than him. And when women think that they're better than their man, they end up turning into terrible people, to be honest with you.
I see that for today, yeah.
Anyone disagree with that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Good panel. They agree. Well, I see you over there. You're like rubbing your eyebrow and stuff. You have something to say? Go ahead, Miss Hollywood.
I feel like you love to speak for women, but women don't necessarily chase one guy either. I feel like maybe sexually we'll be with one guy, but we love attention. We love to go out. If we met someone better than you, then we'd just be with them too. Like.
So you want multiple niggas?
I mean, every girl does. Even if you guys don't want to admit it, like you love having guys in your phone, even if you're not responding to them. I disagree.
Yeah. No. Well. Yeah. No. You're correct. You're correct. Women do. But that you do realize what you just said proves my point even further, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you literally just proved my point even further, even more so.
I just don't think that we have loyalty to one guy.
Yeah, because my argument is that
triggered my trap card!
Since women have so many options, right? The only way that you're going to be able to keep that abundance in check is she needs to be chasing you and not all the other guys, but she's only going to feel that if she thinks she has the best option. The only time I've realized that women talk to multiple guys at the same time or hooking up with multiple guys at the same time, typically each guy fulfills something but can't fulfill everything. I'll give you an example. You might have a guy that's good looking but a bum. She's having sex with that guy. Then she has another guy that has money but he's a loser.
Right.
He's taking her on expensive dates and she's not necessarily hooking up with him as much. Then she has another guy who's just funny and nice to be around, and she can talk to him. So like women put men in compartmentalized roles most of the time because most guys don't have every single trait in one dude. However, if a girl can find a guy that has all these traits in one dude, she would much prefer to be with that individual. That's my
Well,
point.
for myself, I disagree.
You like to date multiple guys at the same time, personally?
I would rather, because I always feel like there's something better out there, just like what he was saying. Like you might meet someone that checks all your boxes and you like their traits, but then if someone else came around the corner.
Okay. I mean, that might be your particular belief system, but I would argue most women would prefer to be with just one guy that has all the traits versus being with three guys that had some of the traits.
Silly multiple grades.
I mean, hey, and that might be, and that's fine. We're not trying to shame you or whatever. I'm just saying most women would prefer to give sexual access to just one guy that checks off most, if not all, the boxes versus having sex with three guys that check some of the boxes. That's what I'm saying. In general.
Yeah.
Some girls like to have multiple sex partners,
but you're talking about women like, I don't know if I would cuff because they're not going to check all of these boxes and they can't like fully satisfy me is what you're saying. But women.
No, it's actually the opposite. The things that women provide are very easy to find.
Yeah. But you wouldn't cuff one
men are
because you would-
satisfied with women way easier than women are satisfied with men.
So you wouldn't cuff because you feel like
Merch.
It's because you do.
there's many other women that
No,
can do the same
it's
thing.
because yes, it's because there's an abundance of women that fulfill the same exact things you fulfill that men are going to want to have
Yes.
sex with other women. But men are easy to please though, so the barrier to success is very
But you
low.
don't think women are easy to please?
No, not at all.
Not even close.
So they just have a woman just needs a man that has a good job. You think?
Who's pickier,
But we're
men or
all
women in
sitting-
general?
But we're all sitting here
Hold on,
with
hold on,
different
hold on.
answers, saying mind, body, soul, and all of these things. Like a man has to be emotionally attuned. He has to be financially stable. Like that's really it.
Not really. Women require.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the pickier sex, men or women?
If a man sat with any of us and started talking about his feelings and his emotions, and it connected with us, that's really all it would take.
You said if.
Yeah, keyword
connected
if.
you.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too that women like to always conveniently forget. That's assuming the guy comes in, sits down, is attractive, doesn't smell bad, isn't awkward.
But I
in the
know
way
a
he
lot of
speaks.
beautiful girls that are with men that look like Shrek.
Okay, they might have some money, they might have some status, they might have men have to bring something to the table to be with an attractive woman.
And a woman, yeah. Okay.
But women don't necessarily have to bring anything to the table besides being pretty to be with a man.
But didn't you guys say that you have to be an asset?
What do you mean? No, yeah, to keep the guy around typically.
To retain, yeah.
To retain.
Okay, but not to pull it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, a girl can be absolutely retarded and get a guy.
Okay, guys, let's go to clip channel.
Yep. We're going to clips. All right, guys, real quick, come on over to First Fit Clips. This we're going to continue the stream. So come on over right now, guys. Come on, and we can continue this discussion. Sorry, you were saying something, Hollywood?
A good question is, how do I get started trading? A better question is, how do I profit today? Well, I can tell you.
I was just saying, once again, assuming that the woman wants to be cuffed. Like,
I would argue most women prefer to be in a long-term relationship if they can.
I disagree. I think women want money. I think women want to make their own money and they want to travel. They want to be seen on Instagram doing their shit, like having a good life, hotel, like yeah, they want their life. They don't want a man to sit next to them and be like, "Girl, why are you taking a photo right now?" Girls want to be free.
Do you think women would prefer to be single or have a relationship? You're trying to say they're going to be single?
I
Prefer to be
mean,
single?
either way, but we'll definitely have some. If we're fully happy, we have like our whole roster. I would say, like we got a little roster.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Female fulfillment typically comes from having a family with children and a man, a stable relationship.
Historically, but we are in a different era.
All right, Mike.
Oh, you're different.
We're in a different era. I think we've
Well,
come
you
a
know,
long way
because
since
you're still
hunter-gatherer and
21. By the time you start hitting to that clock of 25, 26, you say, okay, I gotta have a kid, and you know, and at this age, it's probably possible. She probably just want to have fun right now.
Right.
But you know, typically, I think women from the time they hit like 18, they all the thing about is family, and, you know, husband, and all of that stuff. Right? We're in the new era. You know, COVID didn't help much. COVID got everybody fucked up. You know, but yeah, but when you hit that 25, 26, you just change your mindset.
Let me ask you something. Do you want a man that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Do you want a man that's stronger than you physically?
I guess.
You want him to bench more than you, obviously.
Are we
right?
talking about like a husband? Like this is like the man, or
a
can one
male
of them
that
be
you're,
taller than
we
me?
can
One of
even
them
make it a guy that you're hooking up with, or yeah, the guy that you want to take somewhat seriously. Would you prefer him to be taller than you, stronger than you,
Yeah.
make more money than you,
Yeah.
a leader?
Yeah.
Okay, well, all those traits that you just mentioned have been instilled in you for like a millennia. But why don't you go ahead and just get with a guy your height, your same level of strength, long hair, looks like a girl. Hey, it's 2023. Why don't we just go ahead and get a guy that's more feminine?
Wait, I'm confused what you're saying. If I'm attracted to a guy like that, then
What I'm trying to
because
say,
it's a new.
you don't see what I did there.
I think it's because
You're trying to say it's
no,
a new era.
I do. I think
You're
it's
trying to say it's
because
a new time, but the things you're attracted to have been around
but
since forever.
I think it's because my generation is extremely adaptable because tech and everything. And I think that growing up, we did watch Disney. We like grew up with the Disney princesses. So we still have a conventional idea of what's attractive. But I think a lot of it is changing with TikTok and like, yeah.
Not really. Women are still attracted to the same men, and I would
But
argue
women
that they're
still
even
love
more
feminine
selective.
men.
Huh?
That's a new thing. Women love feminine men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you the feminine guy right now?
But you can see like a guy with longer hair.
What is she talking about?
Or a little something.
Sorry.
I get what you're saying. Just
Like nail polish.
No.
I think
No.
she might just want to say that maybe right
Shout out to
now,
Drake.
like, people they want special, like girls
Yeah.
we want ourselves to be special, but we want special guy too. We don't always want a guy that got a big mansion, got several foreign wives, and get 10 baby mamas maybe, and then spending money for me, but we don't.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't like a guy maybe or maybe he's loyal but
That's a
he's
lie. Everything you just said is a lie.
yeah, but we don't. No, we might want that, but
You do.
Sometimes. Yeah, I do. Of course, I do.
So
Like
you
you
just
want a
contradict
girl. You want a girl with a wet. You want a girl with a big boobs and big booty.
Yeah, like
long hair.
booty.
Yeah, you do. You do the
Not
same.
you though, right?
But you say traditional. Traditional wife should be cooking at home, taking care of
Then
your
I
kids.
think the problem is also that men run with the idea of natural selection, how women want a guy who's going to take care of them, and then they become controlling and they ruin it for you because
Controlling in what way?
you don't want. Yeah, every girl wants to live in a mansion, but you don't want to live in a mansion at the expense of someone yelling at you, someone telling you go cook right now. That's no way to live.
Yeah, but that's also if you allow it.
But no.
Yeah,
It's
hundred
men
people
with
look at it
no
this way.
physical
Who's
boundaries.
who's paying for the mansion?
Exactly.
Who gave you the mansion?
Put yourself in their shoes. If you had a guy who was just kind of doing what's the male version of lashes.
He's a SoundCloud rapper?
He is a SoundCloud rapper. Or flipping sneakers or something.
But you're not a slave though. You can walk away at any time.
Yeah.
But then you don't. Where's your money?
You have your own money.
pocket.
Yeah, that's why you have to have a career to do
accustomed
something.
to a lifestyle. Not a lot of people make 200,000 a year.
I'm accustomed to the lifestyle I give myself, and I worry about my money before I worry about finding a man.
Go Queen.
Yo, question, Miss Hollywood.
The homeless problem is getting worse. It's not getting better. Crime is getting worse. It's not getting better. Greg,
What?
You don't rumble yet?
Huh?
No.
No, we're not on Rumble. We're on YouTube still.
That's the question I want to ask.
You want to go to Rumble?
Yeah, I'll send Rumble.
All right, cool. Guys, we're going to go ahead and go to Rumble.
I know what's gonna be down.
Come on over to Rumble. Rumble.com/freshfit.
I just caught it, bro. I just caught it.
You caught something?
You want to what about Axe?
No.
I have no clue. All right, just go to Rumble. Fuck it. Guys, come on over at rumble.com/freshfit, man. Rumble.com/freshfit. Come on over right now, guys.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, I've been dying to ask this question. Is that Adam's apple?
I don't know. It's not. It's really not.
That's what
Do
you're
my
going to
tits
ask?
look fake though?
No, I'm just curious.
Fresh.
Okay. This man, wow. This man, wow.
Had to make sure, man.
Okay.
Just in case.
I see your perspective on what you're saying, get money and be independent, but I don't think a lot of women share that ideology. They might share it for a period of their time, but it's typically temporary. And I'm willing to bet as you get older, you're probably going to say, damn, going out and partying and, not having a solid boyfriend is tiring. I want something more stable. Because women typically look for stability and security.
I could keep going with
Go ahead, continue.
I feel like out of everything in the world that's unstable, men are the most unstable. Men are not well. Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
In what way, though?
Yeah.
You mean not being consistent?
I feel like you guys have very toxic views of your role in society, and I feel like that's very trapping for a man.
Toxic in what way?
I feel like men think that they should be providers, for one. And
We're
I think
supposed to
that-
be what?
What should they be then?
I think they should, but I don't think that a man should. I don't think a man should grow up thinking that.
What
he's
are you
a
saying?
provider. I bet you have so many guys commenting on here saying that, how do I get a girl if I only make $50K a year? That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad because shouldn't you be able to go out like a girl and be like, oh, if I put on this outfit and do my hair, then maybe I'll get a girl.
Yeah, I mean, the world
Just as an
doesn't-
individual.
The world doesn't work that way because women don't put the same importance on beauty that men do, unfortunately.
Okay, and I'm saying that.
It's sad, but do you date
trapping.
women as a man?
Do I date women
Yeah, as a man.
as a woman?
No, as a man.
Do I date women as a woman?
That's a man.
The point is that like our struggle, like going out every single day, yeah, 50K is average, so to speak. But like at that point in time, like you're going to talk to girls, but on some level, they want to see security, they want to see you take care of them. So, in all fairness, I mean, you have to make money to provide and be the leader.
Well, maybe that's the problem then. Like, maybe the problem is that once you guys get good with yourselves, then maybe you would find the right woman.
Did I or did I not ask you about 8 minutes ago? Do you want a guy that's taller than you, stronger than you, makes more money than you? And you said yes to all of that, correct?
Yeah.
So
and I'm
your
not
own-
saying
hold on,
that
stop,
getting right
stop,
with
stop,
yourselves means
stop.
that you don't have to have
Your
make
own
money.
preferences exemplify exactly why men have to get out there and become
You
better.
can be a
Because you're not going
healthy
to concede.
person and make
Look,
money.
Look, you're not going to concede for a lower status guy. And guess what? Most women aren't.
Mind,
and that's
body,
okay.
soul. Mind, body, soul.
What?
You can get a woman with mind, body, soul.
She just talking.
And you can get a good
She just
job
talking.
with
She ain't
mind,
even saying
body,
that.
soul.
She just
I'm sure there's
talking.
a bunch of homeless dudes downstairs right now by 7-Eleven that got mind, body, and soul. They're like, this is what I'm trying to say when women say a bunch of fucking bullshit, man, that don't make sense. Yo, look, a man doesn't even get the opportunity to show his mind, body, and soul unless he has certain things in place. Smell good, charming, clean teeth, dress well, has money, to status, whatever.
That's
a guy
part of
can't
mind,
even open
body,
his
soul.
mouth. He can't even open his mouth and convey himself in an attractive manner unless he has certain things in place. The problem is this. Women look at the finish line, but they don't see the entire race. Men have to run the race, and the women there at the finish line ending with the finished product. The men have to run the race, though, and be prepared for the race. That's what I'm trying to say. But you say that because you're coming from a position as a female where you're selecting the winner that crossed the finish line. But
What?
you don't know what they have to do to get to the finish line.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If for both of you, picture like a healthy woman or like an ideal woman. What is her life, and what does that look like to you?
You day to day or like over a period of time.
Just like describe like a bio.
She wakes up, showers, facial care, goes to work, comes home, cleans, cooks, repeat. Hangs with friends every weekend. Is that not normal?
No, it's not.
I mean, I just don't want to deflect from here because you're saying that men should be able to like
Well, I
go
don't
to a
know
club
where
and
this- I
get
don't
it
know,
for free,
she's
get some of the
smoking something.
same privileges that women do. What I'm telling you is that we don't operate on should, could, and would. I'm saying what is. Men don't get privileges for being attractive like women do, and that's fine. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is that you're saying it should be that way, but you yourself in your own.
Well, I'm just trying to.
Interrupting. You yourself in your own preferences wouldn't want that. That's why I asked you. Do you want a guy better than you in these certain regards? And you even wanted it. So that proves my point.
But I'm not saying you're giving anything up to do that. I'm saying women too, when their mind, body, and soul, to say that again, is in check, then your teeth
How do you
are
think
white,
money is
your
made?
hair is done.
How do you think money is made?
Money is made because you wake up every day.
Sacrifices.
Right.
What you just said that you don't have to make.
I didn't say I don't have to make sacrifices.
You quite literally said you don't have to make
I
sacrifices.
just said that having a lot of things that women are attracted to is a byproduct of being a healthy individual.
Can I add to something?
Am I crazy?
Okay.
Yes, you're not making sense, to be honest with you.
Okay, I just
Go
wanted
ahead.
to add something to clarify, but for me, it only took one DM to Aaron just to get on the show as a woman. He just had to look at my pictures, and he just said, okay, she's cute, let me get in here. So, but for Michael here, he had to have such a huge following, and he had to make so much money just to get into here. So, to prove
8 Figures is a platform with flexible
She
tools
cooking.
and funding to help.
She
our
cooking.
business. My name is John Santos, and on YouTube we help.
your point, right?
That women live life on easy mode?
Yeah, we do. We actually do, and I agree to that. Even with the club, like
Then the one day you got here.
yeah.
I mean,
one day I got here.
with all due respect, right? Like, you've been saying some loony things, but you're able to say loony, not you, her.
Oh.
She's been able to say loony things because she's in a privileged position as a female where she doesn't have to deal with some of the consequences and the severities of real life. Like,
Exactly.
men live a way harder life than women do. The reason why women can say dumb shit like emotional connection and mind, body, spirit. You see niggas running around saying mind, body, spirit? No, it's fucking go to work or you're not gonna get Men have to live in reality. Only women get the privilege of saying Looney Tune stuff like emotional connection, mind, body, spirit. My signs of cancer. I'm the stars align this way and I'm gonna find a husband. Like, no, men can't be on that weirdo stuff. You can't.
Well, I know a lot of girls that are dating ugly guys that are too fine for them, but they go for them because they're just good people.
Wait, too fine, bro?
There is hope.
Like the girl.
That guy's probably bringing something to the table.
That has me.
Yeah, something.
Yes.
I have a question.
He has to have
I have a
something.
question.
Oh, yeah, please.
Have you been with a high value man before? Do you believe you have?
Nope.
Yes. And what made him high value?
He was very smart. He was very smart.
That's it.
He was smart. I mean, he was successful too. He was cultured. He treated me really well.
What do you do for a living?
He owned a company.
Company.
He owns a lingerie company.
Oh.
I think you should clarify. Like, you mean actually date, right? Not just have sex with?
Yeah, like
Is that what you meant?
actually date, like have a high value man choose.
Because women
you
use that
to be-
interchangeably, typically.
Yeah, a high value man choosing you to be by his side to represent him.
Yes, to my knowledge.
What happened? Where did he leave you? Or you left him?
Quiet now, man. Scared?
I don't really want to talk about it, but
Emotional! He broke up with her.
Yeah, he broke up with her. Okay, then second to that, did you feel a way and did you learn things coming out of that relationship that you could have improved as a woman?
Nope.
yeah, absolutely.
Stop the cap. What were some of those things that you're like, okay, moving forward, I want to I'm going to be looking and chasing until I fix my shit.
I think that I found a lot of things about myself, but I also realized that I don't necessarily think I'm ready for a relationship. Like,
why?
Because
There we
I
go with the
felt like I
excuse.
loved him with my whole heart, but it wasn't like enough. I just felt like if someone walked around the corner and it was just him or him like minus a point or plus a point, I would also be curious, and maybe because I'm 22, but I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, you still young.
Maybe
You have a
that's
lot
yeah.
of life to live.
I mean, 3 years.
I don't know.
I think I just connected something.
What?
You know what?
Did you cheat on her?
No.
Or talk to another guy?
No, is that what you connected?
Yeah, I mean, something's off because you have a very grass greener on the other side kind of mentality. And
Yeah.
typically, girls that think that way think they can do better, and a lot of times they can't do better. And then they think they can do better. They get with another guy. That guy doesn't want to take them seriously, and the guy that they left doesn't want to
You
take them
just
back.
assume every girl wants to be taken serious, and that's what really is
I think most girls do
bothering
want
me.
to be taken seriously. Yes.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Most girls don't want to recreationally sport.
I can't.
If you want to be taken serious, raise your hand real quick.
Yeah. Most of the women here on the panel want to be taken seriously by a man to some degree.
If
Who wants to play games?
children,
You want to play games?
She's
Who
young.
enjoys-
You have to understand she's young. She's enjoying life.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
She belongs to the street.
No,
You
we
s-
get it, but we're just saying most girls don't want that.
But I feel like, how old is everyone? Everyone's also my age.
Yeah, they're right around your age.
Yeah.
You just have
So
to
all of you guys are just looking to settle down right now? Because I'm
It changes.
not
Like,
at all.
I'm
Not at all. Not anytime
You
soon.
would never
but
know.
When the right person comes, though, and they have to be high value and they have to
So-
have all those traits,
So
which
do
is a
you-
lot.
do you wanna be
like Myron
taken
was saying,
serious by
like that
everyone?
finish point?
Do you want to be taken serious by everyone?
No, because I don't have to
Right.
prove myself to anyone.
Exactly.
It's about who I care about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So when you're dating, what are
Yes.
you dating for?
I'm just confused by her response, but it's fine.
Yeah, what are you dating for? Are you dating to find love or you just dating?
I'm just open. I'm just open.
Sure you're open, alright.
So she carefree. She
Whoa.
just living life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put
Just
like
open.
any expectations on it because
I mean, you're
What kind
pretty
of
young,
answer
so
was that?
you shouldn't. It should be a fun time in your life. You know, when you start hitting, when you start thinking about family, when you come later in your 20s. But now, I don't think no woman should be rushing into a relationship. Just get your life together. You know, 22 years old, that's when you get your credit right. You know, if you're gonna bring money to the table, at least have a good credit. Shit. I'll come up with the down payment, you're gonna use your credit.
Mike, you're too nice, bro. I think at 22 years old, she should be
Riz.
looking for. I think she should be looking for a guy right now.
Yeah.
A woman's
2
peak
years
is
too
between. A woman's peak is between 18 and 24.
This ain't Saudi Arabia, motherfucker.
No, but here's the thing. When they polled men from all different countries and backgrounds and ages, they all universally were like, yo, women between 18 and 24 were the most attractive universally. So I look at it like, if you're at your peak as a female, why not try to get the best guy when your chips are up? I mean, you can wait longer.
because your mind's not there. Because your mind is excited. I'm excited about life. I'm excited about everybody, and like what's happening.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: are you okay with the consequences that you might not find your dream man when you're ready to settle down? Are you okay with that?
I wouldn't want to settle down with someone who is with me at this age because my looks, like because I look best between 18 and 25. You said, or 24.
Okay, are you aware of the fact that men are predominantly attracted to beauty first in youth?
Well, then fuck men.
Okay,
fuck men.
That's fine. So, are you okay? Were you content with
I'm okay
being
with that.
single?
Yeah.
Nico!
I think I would rather settle down with someone after, when I'm out of my peak. I'm my flop.
Tajmel, come here.
Well, here's the thing.
Because
okay, let's have fun with this. Right now, you're probably like Ric Flair, jet flying, limousine riding, blah blah blah, right? Living life, right? Cool. You've been accustomed.
You're saying, what if I meet the guy?
No, what I'm saying is this. I'm saying you're living your life, right? You're traveling, you're meeting higher status men, getting certain opportunities given to you. Fantastic, cool. My question is this: do you really think you're going to be able to go backwards again with a regular guy when you're 30 years old?
Well, I don't know. I don't go for all the physical attractives. I don't. I know you think that I'm lying, but
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're here dealing with higher status men now at your peak,
I could,
and you're having fun with them.
Switch this over. You sleep?
I'm here.
How do I put this on here? And is it gonna mess up the screen? Should I stop streaming?
No.
Update it. Okay, so like where I get confused at, that's the one that's going to the Elgato, right?
Yeah.
So when you plug that, you're plugging that into the PlayStation.
Yep.
Where's the one that was in the PlayStation? Where did it get plugged at? The one that's in the actual PlayStation.
I just put that to the side. I put it right here so it can get put back.
How does it get played to the TV then?
One of these other HDMI should already be in. If not, I'll fix it.
I don't think it is because you got the what's the name over there?
Is the Elgato on? It should just be a white light or whatever.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so that's on. The switch is over here, but I don't have a HDMI in there. It's kind of over here for. One of these two. I'll figure it out. One of the others.
Is that Cam?
only other thing I can think of is if these two are backwards.
Then I could just switch it from here. I could just switch it from here then, can't I? If it's backward.
No, I don't think it was backwards. I think I forgot to change that instead of where replaced it. So this one goes back and then
You said switch them back? They're switched. I swear this is what we're doing tonight. I was trying to get it.
Yeah, that's not making no sense to me. I need to start this shit over. They should be playing right now. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm glad you're seeing it now. Cause this is what we was talking about. Like, we was like, you just plug it up. And it was like, we did.
It sounds pretty good too, so.
Is this backwards again?
Shouldn't be.
When we stop.
If the